Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share some beauty products that I have purchased from Morphe brushes, Makeup Geek, MAC and an item from Kiko as well. Now I made my purchases from beautybay.co.uk or .com, I think it's .co.uk, Beauty Chamber, and I'll start with the smaller palette from Morphe brushes. So they look like that, plastic packaging. There's no mirror on the inside. You do get this covering the shadows. On the back is the name of the palette. So this is a 12NB. 12 relates to how many shadows are within the palette, and then the NB relates to the name of the palette. This is their neutral palette within this smaller range. Now the smaller shadows, like I say, it's 12. This is a mixture of matte and shimmer. This one was £11.98 from Beauty Bay. I have seen these on other websites and it's £14.99, but on Beauty Bay it is £11.98, and I believe they have got all of the smaller palettes on there. So this is what it looks like. Really good quality for the price that you pay, and you know, it's really good quality. I absolutely love it. A lot of YouTubers are talking about the Morphe brushes palettes, especially the 35O. I decided to try this one out to start with. The darker one here has some fallout on it, but obviously you expect that with the darker shadows anyway. My favourite is the terracotta shadow. The shimmers are phenomenal, and so are the mattes. It really is a good quality product for the price. So that one was the 12NB. Then I move on to their larger palette. So this one is 35T. So that's 35 relates to the amount of shadows in here, and the T relates to the name of the palette, and this one is the taupe palette. You can see that it is, I've only used it a couple of times, but the packaging is already very dirty. It's a shame that the plastic isn't a little bit more sleek, perhaps more like Makeup Revolution, a little bit more shiny, because I am finding it difficult to keep it clean. I do like my palettes to look clean. I have a few that I'm using at this particular time on the top of my makeup table. This is one of them. I will try and clean it. I have wiped this over, but I found it very difficult to get rid of all of the prints, so I might have to try that again. But nonetheless, moving on to the inside, the actual shadows, they are absolutely phenomenal. As the name suggests, it's taupe, so you've got neutrals in there and some more purples and pinks in there, bronzy colours. Absolutely gorgeous. It is a phenomenal palette. Now I have swatched a couple of these shadows. I've got this, swatched this one, and I've swatched this one here. Now it's only one swatch, so I've just gone like that with it. So that's the matte, a gorgeous purple colour, a deep purple, and this one is more of a rosy bronze. It's just one swatch. They are absolutely phenomenal shadows. I absolutely love this brand. Like I say, a lot of YouTubers are talking about the 35O. I did put my name down on a couple of websites for notification when that product became available again, but I did notice that on Beauty Chamber they did have a number of the 35O last weekend. So I made my purchase, and I think that's probably the only place in the UK, if not anywhere at the moment, that you were able to purchase this product from. Everybody is talking about this palette, and I must admit it is phenomenal. So it's the 35O. And again, this one, like the taupe one, it was £22.98. So again, you get the sheet in there, plus you pay delivery on Beauty Chamber. Beauty Bay, it is free delivery on orders ranging, well, above £15. So this is what the 35O looks like. It is really popular at the moment, and I know that on eBay this product is being sold for £65–75. But obviously do be vigilant, do look on Beauty Bay. They have told me that this palette will be available very soon, and Beauty Chamber said that they are going to get some more stock as well. So don't be disheartened if you want this palette and you can't get it at the moment. They are definitely restocking. So certainly do keep an eye on the websites themselves, and on Cult Beauty and on Cocktail Cosmetics you can actually add your email address for notification of when this is back in stock. So as you can see, it is a neutral palette with some brighter orange shades and some browns. Obviously it's a neutral palette, absolutely gorgeous. Now again, like the taupe one, you really don't, well, it's just very, very good quality, and I can understand why everybody wants this one in particular, although I believe the taupe one and this one did come out at the same time. I must admit, I love them both. They are very, very good quality, especially for the price. So I'm just going to swatch this one. This one seems to be very, very popular, and it is, I must admit, a very, very gorgeous shade. So it's a peach shimmer. I hope you can see that. The light isn't too bright. So it's a peach shimmer colour. It looks phenomenal on the eyes. I have tested this palette out with a few of the products. It is just really, really good quality, and I can't believe that you can get such good quality for a very, very inexpensive price. So like I say, these are £22.98, and I believe you can only get one of these at a time, because I think they are trying to make them available to everybody, rather than a lot of people stockpiling them and then selling them on eBay for in excess of £60–70. So moving on, and I just wanted to show you where I am housing my Makeup Geek shadows. Now I might do an updated video on these, because I did a recent video and spoke about a couple, or my first order that I made, and this is also on Beauty Bay, showing you the Makeup Geek shadows, but I have purchased some more. I'm going to show you another 5 that I've purchased. They're the foil shadows, but I'm housing it, or housing them I should say, in a MAC palette. This one was £10 from, and this is the Pro Store in Cambridge. So this is £10. It's double-sided, and what I've done is to ensure that the shadows don't come out, because some of them fit really, really well and don't fall out, and some of them they do fall out. So I'm not quite sure why that is the case, but anyway, what I did, I went on to Amazon, and purchased some tape, magnetised tape, and I've put a little bit of the magnetised tape in each of these, and then that means that I can certainly get them out to see which ones they are if I want to, and it secures them in place, because obviously I don't want these falling out. So I just wanted to show you that this is how I'm housing my Makeup Geek shadows. I do like the Z palette, but I think it looks a little bit messy. It's very good for doing videos and showing the shadows, but I prefer mine to be housed like this. I just think it looks a little bit neater. So in the Pro stores you can purchase these. Again, I'll just confirm the price. So the palette itself is £10, and then the inserts are £2.50 each. So in total this is £15, and then the tape I think was £1, something like that, and I ordered a metre. You only need a tiny little bit to put in there to keep them magnetised. So like I say, I'll do a more in-depth video on all of my Makeup Geek shadows, but we move on to the MAC items that I purchased. Now, I've never seen any of the mineralised blushes in MAC, possibly because I'd had just walked past them. I did see a video during the week, or a couple of weeks ago, regarding the mineralised blush, and Warm Soul seemed to be popular. So when I went into MAC, I did test all of them, and I must admit Warm Soul seemed to me to be a more neutral shade that I could wear on a daily basis. There was another darker one which I might get when I'm in Cambridge next, or Norwich, but this one definitely seemed to be something that I'd be interested in. So it's the Warm Soul Mineralised Blush. They are, I think are they 22? I think they're £22 each. And they are obviously mineralised, and this one is a peachy neutral colour with gorgeous hue to it. So you don't actually need any highlighter on when you wear this if you want more of a natural glow. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I wish I'd found these earlier, but I'm glad that I found them now. They really are a gorgeous blush. Like I say, they have the highlight already inside, and yeah, really, really pretty. So the next item I purchased from MAC is a lipstick, and this one is, I think is it Mehr? It's M-E-H-R. It's a matte. Oh, don't think it's going to focus. But anyway, it's M-E-H-R matte. It's a gorgeous neutral, but it's more of a pinky neutral. I will just swatch it. So it's a pinky neutral, pinky brown neutral. Absolutely gorgeous. Lasts a long, long time, as you'd expect from MAC, and really, really gorgeous. Obviously £15.50. Then I purchased a couple of their pigments. Now I'm very, very interested in Makeup Geek's pigments, and I will be getting a few of those as well. But I thought I'd start off with the MAC pigments. This one is Melon, and I've heard a lot of YouTubers talk about Melon. It's a gorgeous pink peach. Very, very pretty. Very, very similar actually to this one. Very, very similar, but the quality, well, the quality is just as good as this one, even though this one was it 20, let's just think, £16, sorry, £16 these are in MAC, and yeah, these are phenomenal. So these are £16, and obviously the palettes from Morphe brushes are £22 each. So obviously if you're on a budget, it's better to get the whole palette. I did want to try these out because I'd heard a lot of people talk about these and say what good quality they are. Now I haven't tried these out at I haven't tested these out. I will be using Fix Plus, my Fix Plus, to put these on the lid. I have watched a few tutorials, and it seems a good idea to put a Fix Plus on the brush and then pat it on the lid. Number one, if you put your foundation on first like I do, you could then get fallout. Don't want fallout all over your face. And yeah, and it keeps it in place. So I got that one. So like I say, that one was Melon. And then I picked up another one that seemed popular, was Blue Brown. And this is like a duochrome, so it looks very, yeah, a dark brown, but when you put it on, there is a lot of blue shimmer to it. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. Again, I haven't tested that one, and again, that was £16. Then we move on to the Kiko item that I purchased, and this is from their new range. It's the Artist Stroke Mineral Loose Eyeshadow in 03. So the packaging looks like that. I think this was £5.50, £5.60 inside, and that is very, very bouncy, and it's a taupe, and I will just swatch this. It's very, very unusual because it is so bouncy on the inside. So it's a taupe, but the taupe has got a lot of sparkle to it. So it's that one there, and it really is absolutely gorgeous. You won't be able to see the sparkle, I don't think, but again, it might be worth using this with the Fix Plus. So it's like it's a very, very strange colour because it looks taupey, but then it looks pinky and purpley as well. So it's a really, really unusual, gorgeous colour, and I couldn't resist picking up that. They did have a few, about 4 or 5 other ones of those. Then we move on to the Makeup Geek and the Morphe brushes separate shadows. For the Makeup Geeks, I've gone for the foil shadows, and I will just show you those. So I've got them housed in my Z palette. I've got a blush as well that I've already shown in a previous video as well. So these ones there are the foil shadows, and I picked out what I thought would be a very, very interesting mix. So the first one is Mai Tai, and again I picked these up from Beauty Bay, and these are £7. No, sorry, these aren't the foil, these are the duochrome. Sorry, I do apologise. So these are the duochromes. I have got some foil ones that I want to show you, and I will show you in a separate video those. So these are the duochromes, and these are £4.95, I believe. So this one's Mai Tai, so it's a peachy pink. So it goes on peach. I'll just show you this one. So I hope you can see that. So it's a peach, but in certain lights it looks pink. So really, really pretty, and I have tried that one, absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got Steampunk, and this is a brown. Now it's a very, very, although they say it's a duochrome, it is a basic brown with a hint of, in fact I'll swatch that just to see what that one looks like. Yeah, so it's a brown with a hint of, I can see sort of a green colour on there as well, and I hope you can. So that's Steampunk. Then we move on to Ritzy, and Ritzy, you can see that it's a gorgeous green colour, a very wearable green, and then when you put that on it turns into a brown. Really, really gorgeous, and it's a lovely, so you can see that it looks green in the palette, and then it goes on brown, and then the light changes it to green. So that one is Ritzy. Then I've got Havoc, and again this one looks brown, sorry, green. This one looks green, and then when you put that on, and that is one swipe, so that's, it looks green, but obviously when you, yeah, it looks green there, and then when you put it on it's brown with green. Really, really lovely, and these are absolutely fantastic quality, they really are for the price. Then this one is Secret Garden. Now although I don't really wear a lot of green, I don't go for green at all, but Secret Garden caught my eye because I'd seen a few tutorials on this, and I just absolutely loved the colour. So that one is Secret Garden. So again, it looks a mixture of brown and green, and I think this is why these are so wearable, because of the colours. So although, yeah, it's a bright green, it has that lovely brown neutral undertone to it. Okay, so then we move on to the Morphe brushes eyeshadows. Now these are brand new. I've only seen these on the, where did I get this from? I got these from Beauty Chamber, and these are £5.95 and they are huge. So I know that Morphe brushes, these aren't Morphe, these are Makeup Geek, but these are the regular eyeshadows, and that is the size. So they are very, very big. This first one is Rosy Posy, and absolutely gorgeous colour. I will just swatch it. So, where's Rosy Posy? There, the light is not very good. I hope you can see that, but it's a gorgeous peachy pink colour. Really, really pretty. Then I've got Fairy Tale. So this is a darker purpley shade. So there is that one. So that one's Fairy Tale. Then I've got Date Night. Wow, I've not tested that. That is really, really good. So there's Date Night. That is just one swipe. Phenomenal pigmentation on that. So if I was, at the moment, I haven't swatched obviously all of them, but Date Night seems to be the best one so far. Then I've got, this one's Moolah. That's M-O-O-L-A-H, Moolah. That seems to be a bit of a duochrome as well, because it looks green in the pan, but it comes off brown. That is another good one. And then the last one is Linger. So it looks like a silvery brown colour. And this one I think is going to be another good one. Yep. And that is Linger there. So that comes off brown as well. That's a bit of a duochrome as well. So those are all of the Morphe brushes, and that's everything that I've purchased in the last couple of weeks. Like I say, I will do a video on all of the Morphe, not the Morphe, the Makeup Geek shadows, because I've got some of the foil shadows and a lot of the single shadows as well, because they are such good quality. But yeah, I'm being introduced to a lot of the American brands because we've now got a lot of those over here in the UK. So like I say, it's Beauty Bay, it is Beauty Chamber, Cult Cosmetics and Cocktail. I think it's Cocktail Cosmetics as well. Certainly look at those four. Those are the four that I found a lot of these products on. And Milani also, I've noticed that's now available readily in the UK. Last year I made an order and had to order from Italy, but now Milani is available on, I think it's Cocktail Cosmetics, and from Milani itself. So certainly do have a look at those websites if you're interested in any of these products. So that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already done so, if you wish to watch further videos, and a thumbs up if you enjoyed the products. Thank you very much. Bye.